You can't even get an interview. Meanwhile, people who are using this AI agent that you see right here on my screen are getting multiple interviews per week, sometimes up to 20 interviews a week, and are getting multiple job offers, sometimes job offers up into the 300,000 range. So what the hell is going on? Well, the job market, as we know, has completely changed. My buddy here from Richard Chen from Product Gym, he's a recruiter, has been a recruiter for over 10 years in the industry. He explains that the traditional job applications don't work. We have a super competitive market. We have AI auto applications that are just, completely destroying. For example, the average tech job receives over 250 applications. It's not 250, it's actually now 5,000 to 10,000 applications. Why? Because of AI mass applications. So the Product Gym has come up with a 3-step framework on how to cut through the crap and goes directly to the hiring manager. And the process is really simple. And the AI agent replicates this process. Number 1, strategic job identification and research. This could take up to 8 hours per week. What you want to do is you want to go onto a website like LinkedIn. You want to search product manager, you want to look at the post, and you can see people are making posts right now. They're not even doing job applications anymore, they're like the traditional jobs. Like for example, they're not posting here, they're posting here. They're just saying, hey, we're hiring a staff product manager, check this out. So that's what you want to do. You want to go through these posts and you want to look at all of these and you want to, siphon out the ones that are product manager. We're hiring for product manager, and filter out the ones that aren't. Like for example, this has nothing to do with, actually this what does product marketing. We're looking for a top-notch senior product manager. I'm hiring. A lot of people are now hiring through LinkedIn post, but not all of them are. Here's an example that is not one. So that's the first step. The next step, if we go back to the guide, is you do hiring manager identification and enrichment. How that works is, like, let's say we want to apply, okay, this isn't a product manager role, but let's say this is product development. So let's say we want to, this is finance manager, right? So this guy is hiring for product manager. Okay, cool. Now we want to look at their role and we want to connect with this person. We want to see, who they are, like their director of data scientists, they work at Lowe's. Okay, cool. The position is this. So we want to scrape all of that. Okay, that's the enrichment process. Then we want to make hyper-personalized outreach sequences. Something like this. Like, hey, I'm passionate about this, at company role. I did these things, so we want it to be personalized. Like, we want to say, like, hey, you at this role are looking for X, Y, and Z. I did X, Y, and Z in this job. This is why you should, talk to me. You want to make 3 of these. You want to do the initial one, the follow-up, and a second follow-up. So this entire process here can take anywhere from 10 hours to 5 to 8. So it could take over 23 hours per week. So about 25 hours a week it could take manually. Well, we have automated this. And that's what this agent does here. This agent replicates this entire process. So let's just go ahead and run it. As you can see, what it's doing is it's getting a list of job posts. So what does that mean? It's doing a search here, product manager for post. It's pulling them all into a spreadsheet. As you see, we got them all here in a spreadsheet. Then what it's going to do, we have all the post content here, the ID, the date posted, with the timestamp, EST, etc. Then what it's going to do, for each single job, as you see, we got one already done here. For each job, it's going to do a loop. So it's going to pull out, for example, in the all posts, it's going to pull out for this row here, it's going to look at like this post here. If this post is actually a product manager post, so it's going to assign a score. So it's going to assign a score based on 1 to 5. If the score is 3 or higher, then it's going to basically create hyper-personalized messages. Here we go, it's running again. I skipped over here that the agent produces the score, then the agent gets the profile information for the hiring manager, puts it in the spreadsheet, checks if the score is greater than 3. If it is, then it creates the hyper-personalized messages, adds it back to the spreadsheet. So if we go into job post here, we can take a look and we can see this one here, we're hiring a senior product manager. Okay, Join a remote first team, driving product strategy, roadmaps, go to access, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. They gave it a relevance score of 5. Why? And it states it here. The post clearly announces a senior product manager job posting, details some key responsibility, describes the team context, and specifies remote work and benefits. That deserves a 5 in my opinion. Now we have the enrichment of the hiring manager. We got the name, we got the title, we got the location, and then it creates the hyper-personalized messages. So the hyper-personalized messages, as we can see here, hey Jennifer, so we got the person's name, saw the senior product manager role at Meridian Link, which is, okay, so we have Jennifer here, we're hiring at Meridian Link, okay, so there's the name of it there. I'm excited how it highlights strategy and roadmaps. I've led similar work at Corebridge. Let's connect. So you're probably wondering, where's this Corebridge coming from? Well, in this case, it's connected to this resume here. This is a client's resume. Thanks, Duru. And as you can see, Duru worked at Corebridge. And so the AI is able to look at the entire resume, looks at the resume, it looks at all this information, like the post content, the person's name, their title, where they're from, etc. That's how it crafts the message. The message is up to 200 characters, so it has to be really, really good message. Like you only have 200 characters to play with, so you can't say that many words, right? And the reason it's 200 characters because a lot of these are in-mail messages, and in-mail messages are limited to 200 characters. Like for example, if you're connecting with a person, you send them a connection request, you can sometimes, do a little blurb message. That message is 200 characters. That's why it's that way. Here's the follow-up here. Hey Jennifer, just checking in about the senior product manager role. My fintech experience could drive high impact solutions at Meridian Link. So my fintech experience. So let's take a look. See if we have fintech experience in here. Well, yes we do. Finance. Product and finance, that's fintech. It doesn't explicitly state fintech in here, but it states finance, and it's assuming that, because it's product and finance, it's fintech. Typically product and finance are fintech, so the AI is really smart. Like really smart. That's great. And let's look at the last one. Hi Jennifer, last note from me, still very interested in this, especially with the remote culture. So there we go, like look at this. Another key hyper personalized reference, because in the job post here it said they're showing off. Like they referenced it twice here. Remote first, remote. They want people that want to work remote. That's what they want. And the AI is smart enough to pick up on that and to make a reference to that in the hyper personalized message. Okay, we see we've got 2 more come in. So let's take a look at the next one here. We're hiring a product manager, digital freight strategy. Okay, so this is logistics. What you'll do is all of these things like audit, build roadmaps, work across functional teams, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. Let's take a look at the personalized. Hi Jason, saw your product manager, digital freight strategy role. Love to focus on untangling tech complexity. My roadmap work at Corebridge fits well. Okay, untangling tech complexity. So let's take a look. Execution across our growing tech stack. If you're someone who loves untangling complexity, oh, very good, man. That's very good. That's very good hyper-personalized message. They want somebody who can deal with complexity and untangle it. And the hyper-personalized message made a reference to just that. My roadmap work at Corebridge fits well. Let's see, she's done roadmap. Yep, design product roadmap for the company's fixed. Look at that. Perfect, man. This is really good. So yeah, that's basically what it does. It keeps running until it's done. And you should note that this workflow works is it does it twice a day. So we have a scheduled trigger here, as you can see here. So it runs once in the morning at 7 a.m. and then once at 7 p.m. And it's grouped into, it's programmed to pull in up to 25 posts per day that's relevant to a keyword. In this case, we're using keyword product manager, but that could be anything. It could be cybersecurity, tech sales, whatever. So yeah, it does it twice a day. Once it's done running through, so you see it's going to loop through 24 times. It's looped about 8 times right now, so it's like a third of the way done. But once it gets to 100% done, you get an email. You get an email that's sent to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.